welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari here at I'll Define Myself. We are going ahead and jump in um, for this timeless message. So that means that if it's today, if it's tomorrow, if it's, 3 months from now, this message is a timeless one. So it'll reach you when you need to hear it. This message is going to be for my I'm sorry, I just finished another reading. This message is going to be from my Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Parliament is now in session. I'm going to introduce on channel, but did you guys know that a group of owls, like you call them, they can be referred to as Parliament? So I'm going to start saying Parliament is in session. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, Libras, for being here. I am currently vibing, sipping on my matcha. So just to replenish my vocal cords, if you hear me pause or take a sip, please forgive me. So at this time, I'm going to call all Libras to pause. There is power in the pause. Get settled, get comfortable, activate your intuition, and be in community with us. Just reminding you that don't force anything. These are general messages, so only you will know how or if they apply. Okay, but with that being stated, I encourage you to check out your other placements as well. Libra, what is going on in your life? How this is going to work is I'm going to consult with Spirit to ask about specifically three areas of your life that Spirit wants to communicate with you about, shed a little bit of light on, and just give you a message surrounding. Spirit, what spiritual message, an area of life would you like Libra to focus on in this moment? We have inner strength come through first, inner strength. Okay, that's a great message, inner strength. You see, the top of the tree is very dark, but the roots are they're light and powerful, and they're also beneath the surface. So it also goes to show you that whatever you may see, whatever other people may see, you may have some people doubting you currently. You may need to be reminded that you are so much more than what other people project onto you. Spirit wants you to remember the light that is within you, the strength that is within you. Might be just some lion energy coming through, some Leo energy. Some of you guys may have Leo in your charts. Spirit, what else? What other area would you like for Libra to focus on? We have crisis coming through. Crisis coming through. Interesting. We're going to consult with the tarot to shed some light on some of these cards, just to see if we can get a bit of a deeper dive into these areas. But crises. Is there something that you're currently... I get the feeling that this is something that you're currently going through, Libra, and you may feel like you're drowning in it. You may feel like you're drowning in it, and you have happiness coming through, And happiness could mean many things. This could be what you're searching for, what you're striving for, and it may be something that's a bit unknown for you right now. Excuse me, or your happiness may be difficult for you to find or even locate right now. I get the feeling that that's the case. You could be potentially experiencing a tower moment, which, look, a lot of people can be afraid of tower moments. But the reality is that they bring major change. And typically within a tower moment, you are meant to learn. You are meant to find out just how strong you truly are, just how adaptable you can be, and emphasizing that all crises don't lead to a disaster. Rather, they may lead to, they might feel like a disaster, but at the end of the day, on the other side of it, they are meant to stimulate and serve as a catalyst for growth, to maybe push you in areas that you haven't pushed yourself in before, and to really press you to flex even those muscles that you maybe aren't accustomed to flexing. Okay, that could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of the above, right? Taking that mental fortitude, testing your emotions, your physicality, and your spirituality through this pivotal change that is taking place in your life, right? Which is going to, this is why spirit is reminding you of the inner strength that you do have, right? It's the roots that make the tree what it is. It's the roots that stabilize the tree. And you see that the roots run deep. Your strength and your inner power runs deep because it is divine, okay? And is energetically tied to the universe. And spirit wants you to know that although physically you may see this as a crisis, this is ultimately going to propel you into that growth, okay? Into that peace. Let's see if we can clarify, spirit, with the tarot. Can we clarify this crisis, please, for Libra? What could this be pertaining to, this crisis, spirit? What could this crisis be pertaining to? There may be something that you need to say. I heard just say it. I'm wondering, is there some of you guys out there that need to exercise your throat chakra? Maybe there's something that you've been holding in to avoid a quote-unquote crisis, but it's something that's actually necessary. Like you've I think you've been afraid to say it because you're afraid of what might come with the aftermath, and if you were strong enough to deal with the consequences of what might happen if you're vocal. But spirit wants you to know that you will be fine. Being vocal in this situation, in this scenario, is the tower moment, okay? It's going to serve as that moment that is going to start a change for the better. Spirit, can we clarify crises, please? Ooh, okay. There are a couple of cards that came out. Okay, we have Seven of Wands come out. Okay, so this is where I feel like this throat chakra energy may be coming from. So we have Seven of Wands coming out, and we have the Judgment coming out. Okay, shedding some light on this crisis right here. Okay, so this is telling me that, again, whatever it is that you have been afraid to rock the boat, because that's what I'm hearing, say it, I'm hearing don't be afraid to rock the boat, and literally you have a boat in here, but there's something that you have been holding back from saying because you are, again, you're afraid of what the aftermath might be, and if you can withstand what the aftermath might be, or this change or this shift. But it's currently something that's necessary, and spirit wants you to lean into this energy. Stand firm in it, okay? Stand true in it, okay? For your inner strength coming through to clarify, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you're also standing in this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? This earth energy, which is going to ground you in a sense, right? Like, I get the feeling, Libra, that you may be very flexible, right? Or you may just go with the flow sometimes for the sake of appeasing people or for the sake of not wanting there to be quote unquote conflict. However, in this situation, in this scenario, I get the feeling that it hits a little bit closer to home for you. And so it's not necessarily as easy to just kind of be passive in that way. and you're being called to stand strong in this moment and to embrace this this moment of change. You're being called to be a leader, you're being called to be a change agent, whatever it is, but you're being called to rock the boat. But it's ultimately for the better. Your inner strength and where it is coming from a good place. And I get the feeling that, and I know that because of that, because of the space and place that you're coming from, you are going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. But I do get the feeling that all of you may not be comfortable with rocking the boat, but it is time. This could be a work situation, this could be a family situation, this could be, I don't know, a partnership situation. I think I already said a friendship situation, a business, something going on with business. But there is something that you have been afraid to disrupt, but it's been necessary for you to disrupt. I think overall you may lean on the side of being a bit more passive or just being like, oh, well, we're going to try to compromise as much as possible. But this isn't a situation that you are meant to compromise on, Libra. And I get the feeling that somebody may try to push you in that direction to make you feel like you're truly getting out of this situation or scenario what you need. But the reality is that you're not. So, like, you need to stand your ground and be vocal. We have the Nine of Cups coming through that's being used to clarify this happiness. So, at the end of the day, the result of this, you rocking the boat, you being vocal, okay, and the inner strength that you have, again, like you're going to be okay, whatever the situation, whatever the scenario is. And again, it's not a black and white situation. Activate your intuition and apply it to your life if it does. If it does not, then leave it, okay? But ultimately, what you desire is what you deserve to get and what you will get. But it may not be, but Spirit is challenging you to get it because you're accustomed to appeasing more to the masses, when in this particular situation, you don't need to be. So Libra is the opposite sign of Aries. Aries is the sign of self, and literally Libra is like selfless in that way. But you really need to analyze where your selflessness is coming from, and if it's coming at the expense of yourself, because it shouldn't. Okay, let's consult with some oracle cards. See what other messages Spirit has for you. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Libra during this time? Let's see. Your cup will overflow and you will be at peace. Okay, it's going to be important to ground yourself through this change or through the rockiness, right? Once you do decide to rock the boat, you're going to have to ride the wave because not everyone is going to be happy at the fact that you finally spoke up, right? That you finally weren't just the one that just went along with something. And that's okay. Ooh. Okay. We have the Stag coming through. Trust and thrive. Okay. So trust that first of all, we have some earth energy coming through, but trust, okay, that what you are feeling is intuitively felt. Okay. Trust the process. Trust that no matter what happens, you are fully capable and have the inner strength that you need to navigate that space accordingly to ultimately get to what you truly deserve and desire because it is yours. But I heard that you're not going to get it like just sitting on the sidelines, okay? Spirit, let's see what angel number is coming through for you all, Libra. Spirit, what angel number do you have for Libra during this time? Let's see. At this point, Libra, if you've made it this far in this reading, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because there are plenty of other messages where this came from, okay? Okay, we have abundance that popped out for you all. We actually had abundance and we had environment pop out. I get the feeling, okay, so notice this is 44, this is 88, right? Eights are number of manifestation. You have 44, so you may be seeing these angel numbers, okay? Whether it's 888, 88, 444, 44. You might be seeing these numbers, okay? So I do get the feeling that this does have to do with some sort of environment, this situation, whether it's a work environment, okay, or it's an at-home environment. It may be some sort of business partnership environment, but I get the feeling that this has something to do with whatever environment that you're currently in and the need for it to change in some shape, form, way, or capacity. So whatever environment that you're currently in, I think you've been more so concerned about keeping the peace, but not necessarily keeping your peace. And right now, Spirit wants you to lean into keeping your peace, because at the end of the day, this abundance, this Nine of Cups, this happiness is all yours. Okay, Spirit, what spirit animal does Libra need to channel during this time? Let's see. Libra, overall, this is a pretty good reading. You're equipped with everything that you need to move forward. In this scenario, you have the Falcon energy coming through, the Falcon. So, which symbolizes independence, knowledge, and clarity. You're being guided to observe, grow spiritually, find clarity, and rise above any relationship issues. Your intuitive nature, speed, and accuracy allow you to find and seize opportunity effortlessly. Okay? Alrighty, Libras, that is what I have for you. Please, again, like, comment, subscribe, share, okay? If you feel like there's someone else who also needs to hear this message, please like, hit that notification bell. There are plenty of more messages where this came from. And I appreciate you all for joining us for Parliament today. Okay, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Until next time.